Hello everybody, I hope you're enjoying the rest of the summer, and to my disappointment I didn't read as much as I planned in June and July. I only read I think 4 books in English and 1 in Romanian, and I will make a short review of each one of them because they were really good books. So first I read Stephen King Misery. I loved it so much. I'm learning to love Stephen King's novel more and more and more, especially if there are psychological thrillers or just, I don't know, his horror is not typical horror. It's like more psychological analysis than horror to me. But either way, I loved it. It's the story of the writer Paul. He ends up in a storm, and Annie, a formal nurse, is rescuing him. And after that, things get more complicated because Annie is his #1 fan. Paul is writing this series of books about Misery, a girl, a lady, and Annie is not happy with the way he's going in his career, and she wants him to continue writing about Misery. She also have a huge stack of painkillers and food from where she worked, so she's using those things to manipulate and force Paul to write more about Misery. I will not reveal more, but the book is very, very good. I think I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads, and I will continue to reach out for more Stephen King's books because I kinda like it. Next I read, I think, Divergent. It was on my phone and I gave it 3 stars. It was quite entertaining. However, I started reading Insurgent and it just started being more and more non-interesting to me. It was just action, 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 and to some point I think I dropped it, but I will try to finish Insurgent as well. Next I read The Eternal Husband by Fyodor Dostoyevsky. The more I read of Dostoevsky, the more I absolutely love him. I love his style. Again, it's about psychology, and this time it's applied psychology because he doesn't actually analyze, like, he doesn't go into formal terms. He just describes a behavior which is known in psychology as something. So The Eternal Husband is a typology of men who are born to be husbands, on which women cheat on. I don't know how it is in English, but this husband will always be cheated on. It will be either cheated with another man, or some sort of secrets will be kept from him. So this is the typology. This short novel, the typology, The Eternal Husband, is Trusotsky. He is the guy that is always cheated on, and another main character is Vilchaninov. He is the contrary of Trusotsky. He's the lover. He's always running from love to love without settling down, and he's the person that just does bad things for the heck of it. And in this short novel, it shows what happens when the past comes to haunt you and you have to face what you did until now, and you have a conscience on you, not letting you sleep. And at the end of the day, it just gives you the impression that, not the impression, but the conclusion that people really never change. If you're born, or if your character is the eternal husband, you will be the eternal husband no matter what. You will always close your eyes to people that cheat you or that lie to you. And if you are the lover, you will always be the lover. You will find it very difficult to settle down, to be kind to somebody else, to form a family. So that's the main idea, but I highly recommend it. If you are someone that wants to get into Russian literature and you don't know with what to start with The Eternal Husband by Fyodor Dostoevsky. Absolutely loved it. And in this short novel, there is always this struggle of power. Who is more powerful? Is it Trusotsky, the eternal husband, or is it Vilchaninov, the lover? So they always play with each other to see who is gonna be the dominant one. And so it's a real pleasure to read this and to analyze it, to see how they get along. So that was my 3rd book read this month. Then I read Hard Choices by Carol Heyman, or maybe Carol, I think. This was a fast book and a fast read, but I was a bit disappointed. I only gave it 3 stars. It started out very, very well. It was the same as 1984 or Big Brother Theory. Very entertaining, but there are 2 things that bothered me. First, and I'm really laughing because I'm saying this, the British slang was just all over the place. I could not understand everything because it was too much British. I'm really sorry to say this, but often I was just stopping to read just to say, like, what does this mean? Is it bad? Is it good? I mean, I don't understand. In the context, it's bad, but is it really bad? So this is my first time when British slang or British expressions just got me lost and confused. And second, just like in Divergent, Insurgent, these dystopian books, they are so filled with action that you almost forget who are these people, what is happening. You only see the action going on. You don't have any backstory, you don't have any character development, you don't have any, well, except maybe for the main character, Grace Fry. But otherwise, there's so many characters coming and going, and they have no introduction. There's no connection for them. They just come and go, or they're described in 2 words, or there's no obvious connection. So at least this is how I felt. The plot was amazing. The action was very strong, entertaining, anything you want. But there was no substance. There was lack of description. There was no backstory of almost nobody. So it was fast, but it was not with substance. That was my impression. So let me know if you read this one. And I think that was it. I don't know, let me know if you read any of these. And as always, my favorite was The Eternal Husband by Dostoyevsky, and I'm always curious to know if anybody loves the Russian authors, especially Dostoyevsky. Let me know in the comments, and have a great day. Bye bye!